Hey, this is Eileen Nicole here. This is the And That's Why podcast. I just wanted to come on here and talk about this incident with the the maniac that ran into the Christmas parade last few days, and he just finally got arraigned in court. So I just kind of wanted to report on this because he ran into a crowd full of people celebrating a holiday, and he recently um, so there was reported 5 people killed initially, and then today there was reported that it was officially another person, which was a child, and I believe the child was 6 years old. So let's look into this here.
Over dozens of people watching and participating in the Waukesha parade. Several children are among the injured. Authorities expect the death toll to go up as well as additional charges for Brooks. They say that this was not a terroristic attack. That's what the police chief actually said. Let's go to our panel here. This is
Yeah, I
obviously
don't think it was a terrorist, but he was
shocking
trying to
and
get away.
stunning. Uh,
Hold on. I don't think it was a terroristic attack, like a 9/11 attack or planned attack to mess with him because they were celebrating Christmas or celebrate or mess with him for whatever reason. I think that he was just trying to get away from the previous incident that he was in, which was a domestic violence incident. So let's listen to the rest. This is Roland Martin's channel, and hold
to actually
on
watch and
YouTube.
witness. And again, no idea what happened here. All kind of different reports. All was fleeing another crime. All kind of different stuff. We have no idea, and so waiting to get more information. But these are some of this. One of the things that I keep saying is that we have to confront. We're dealing with evil in this country.
Yeah.
When you look at mass shootings, when you look at things along these lines, when you look at what happened on January 6th, we're talking about evil in this country. And here is a parade. Here is you think about what happened in Charlottesville, the same thing as well. And again, we'll find out later what the motive is, but this is beyond tragic.
Roland, watching that video is heart wrenching. But more than that, we have to ask, we don't know what the reason is, but not only is there evil, but there's some mental health problems that are lurking around our country. There are too many people who are 2GD crazy. And they are acting their crazy out on other people, taking their cars or their guns and just shooting at people. And we're basically, as a country, powerless to do anything about it. And so, as I watched it, I just cringe. You have a bunch of happy people celebrating Thanksgiving, the grannies especially, I guess because I'm almost a granny or something, but the grannies who were out there doing their little stepping, it was cute. And then you have this lunatic come marching at them with this gun, with this van. We have to really spend more time with mental health issues because it's not only evil, but it's evil compounded with crazy. We don't know what happened to that brother in jail. And I don't want to speculate, and that's no excuse. But we have to acknowledge how weak our mental health infrastructure is.
Waukesha.
No, I agree with everything that Dr. Malvo just said. I think that and I had purposely not watched the video, so this was my first time actually seeing it full throttle. To think that anyone could drive full speed through a parade, a holiday parade, families, children, small children, elderly people.
I think we lost Amisha there. We'll try to get her back. Makongo, go ahead.
I had to turn away, man. I came in like 2 or 3 times, the different parts of the video. I mean, coming out of what we're dealing with in terms of the pandemic, everyone being sheltered and all of these things, and Dr. Marvosa, people actually getting out, trying to live their best life. You hear somebody giving a shout out to somebody else in the parade, and then you see that happen. I'm hearing so far that the victims are between the ages of like 50 and 80. So we're talking about people who are already like high COVID risk, probably had to, shelter and do all these things for the last few years, and now out living and being able to do these things, and then to be savagely killed like that, and 40 other people injured, including children. Dr. Malvo is right, and I think that as we're talking about some of these other issues that we might be hearing about his record, I'm kind of even wondering why he was out here out on the streets in the first place, these things will be found out. But there is something in this country that has made us just more comfortable with just taking people's lives. And people throw in all of these things from video games to movies. It's everything. And it all has just made it easy for people to feel like, whether it's road rage, whether it's people getting killed over a mask mandate, which we've also seen. We have to do something to work on bringing back the common humanity in this life.
That's real.
As Dr. King said, you can't legislate morality, but you can regulate behavior. When people are doing things like that, there's no sympathy. We don't care who they are. These are acts of terror, regardless of what his intentions are. The Gap community was terrorized, and my heart just goes out to them.
Well,
just one moment.
it was in the legal sense of the word, it was not a plan terrorized.
Okay, cool. What's your ex-Wi-Fi password? Buick Envision 2021. You should pick something stronger. That's really predictable. That's a really tight spot. Oh my, I used to hate parallel parking. Me too. Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
Why is there a commercial here? Oh, I guess it's just on the channel. Anyway, so here we go. There was another video. I just wanted to go over this really quick. Okay. No,
There's
not this.
no question. We need criminal justice reform in this country.
Not this.
But can we agree that
Not that. Okay, so new details. Wait, what the hell? It says doorbell
Nice
footage.
to have your
Hold
company
on.
this morning. Dramatic doorbell video has captured the moment. The suspect who plowed through a Christmas parade in Wisconsin, killing 5 people and injuring nearly 50, was arrested.
I called an Uber, and I'm supposed to be waiting for it over here, but I don't know when it's coming. Can you call it for me, please? I'm homeless.
Nine's US correspondent Amelia Adams joins us now from Waukesha. Amelia, this is a disturbing insight into what happened immediately after the attack, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, Carl and Ali. Good morning. I mean, this is a man who, some 20 minutes earlier, had been on a deadly rampage through the main street of Waukesha, as you said, ploughing his car through, killing 5 people, injuring 48. Then we see him knock on a stranger's door, asking for help to call an Uber. The man inside that house says he did actually help Darryl Brooks. He even made him a sandwich, asked him inside until he became suspicious, and then police showed up.
Do you know this guy? Absolutely not. Okay.
Wow, it's pretty intense, that, isn't it? Emilio, I think he's due to appear in court where you are in a couple of hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, about 3 hours from now, Ali. And
The dude showed up. He showed up to somebody's house after he did all this shit.
will be charged with 5 counts of intentional homicide. That's the legal equivalent of first-degree murder here in Wisconsin, and it does carry a life sentence. Police have indicated there could be more charges, and certainly we expect to learn a little more about what led to this deadly rampage. We know that Darryl Brooks was out on bail for another offence. We know he was fleeing a domestic dispute when he drove his red Ford through the main street. And this is still a community that has a lot of questions. There are 18 children still being treated in hospital. And this morning, 6 of them remain in a critical condition. Carl and Ali, they are fighting for their lives. This community has a lot of healing to do.
Some pretty significant questions being raised about how he and why he was allowed out on bail. We've got our own issues here in this country about that. But can I just say, your report last night was incredibly powerful from Waukesha. And just talking to the people and the way they've handled it, this community has rallied together in an incredible way, Amelia.
Yeah, they really have. I think the most impactful thing for me was going to that candlelight vigil last night and talking to some of the parents off camera. A lot of the community didn't want to talk on camera, not even talking to local media, which is completely understandable, but having a little bit of a chat to them, just getting an understanding of how distressing this has been for them, and hearing from them how important it is to all come together. It is a really small community. They've got a lot of children in hospital, and as I just said, a lot who really, in the words of one parent last night, are touch and go. We're 2 days from Thanksgiving, a few weeks from Christmas. It's a very, very distressing time here, and it will be interesting to see, I think, Carl and Ali, if any members of the community do turn up here at court today to lay eyes on the man who has caused so much devastation.
Really well done there this morning, Amelia. Thank you.
Anyway, so that's enough of that piece of shit. So I'm sure that I seen that like in a video. This mother, look, don't fucking cry for him, Argentina, because this piece of shit just had left beating somebody's ass. So that means that he didn't give a fuck about any of this shit. He only cared that he got caught. If you check that out, he only got scared when he got caught at that man's house with that sandwich or whatever the fuck he was eating. That's it. That's the only time that he was showed any type of anything. No. He's a whole fucking lowlife. Like, fuck. This man is, if the word fuck up was in the dictionary, this man's face would be there. Okay. All right. Anyways, thank you for listening to the And That's Why podcast. I'll check y'all out later. I'm probably going to report on another story in a little bit. Bye.